Hi, Ross here for First Line Distribution, and today we're going to take a deep dive look into the Klowra Limbo Reverb. The Limbo Reverb is part of the Infinity series by Klowra. This is a stereo reverb pedal with 9 different algorithms, everything from realistic room sounds and classic spring or plate emulations to lush, surreal textures like shimmer, haze and tide. It's powered by a high quality algorithmic engine, so it always sounds rich and inspiring. And with creative features like freeze, infinity, and the ramp function, this pedal is built for players who want expressive control and endless sound design possibilities. So some quick highlights before we get deep. Like all pedals in the Bloom Infinity series, the Limbo features a beautiful hand-painted artwork silkscreen. It has 9 studio-grade reverbs, from natural halls and rooms to experimental atmospheres. Freeze and infinity modes let you hold or layer the sound indefinitely. Ramp function for smooth parameter fades, full support for expression pedals and external foot switches, analog drive-through for pure tone, multiple stereo outputs including dry-wet separation, switchable true bypass or buffered bypass with trails, and under the hood this is all powered by the Wild C 24-bit ADA and 32-bit floating point DSP processing. On the front panel you've got decay, which sets how long the reverb lasts. Bright shapes the high end from darker to brighter. Mix blends the wet and dry signal. Texture shapes the character of the reflections. Size adjusts the perceived space of the reverb. And of course the reverb select knob, which lets you choose one of the 9 reverbs. Now for the fun part, let's look at each reverb mode. Hall is a spacious, versatile hall reverb. At short decays it gives a realistic concert hall feel, and when you stretch it out it blooms into dreamy ambient tails that keep your tone natural but expansive. With church, think massive cathedral spaces. Long, airy decays that add weight and grandeur to single notes or chords, perfect for creating ethereal, organ-like ambience. Room is a tighter, more controlled space. Great for adding just a touch of natural air around your playing without drowning it in reverb. This is ideal for rhythm guitar, vocals, or when you want clarity with subtle depth. Spring is a lively spring tank emulation, complete with that subtle drip and natural drive. Dial it in for vintage surf vibes, retro amp tones, or just a touch of quirky character. Plate is inspired by the classic EMT 140. This is smooth and lush with fast diffusion. This is great for leads, vocals or synths when you really want that reverb that adds body without getting in the way. Swell. So instead of instant reflections, this one fades in gradually like a bowed instrument or synth pad. This is perfect for ambient builds or turning your guitar into an evolving backdrop. Hazy is a more abstract, misty sound. It's soft and diffused and almost cloud-like. At subtle settings it adds atmosphere, and at extreme settings it can wash your sound into an enveloping ambient haze. Shimmer adds pitch-shifted harmonics to the reverb tail, creating a soaring choir-like effect. Great for cinematic swells, post-rock ambience, or anything that needs to sound larger than life. And finally, Tide. This is the most experimental mode. It mimics the ebb and flow of ocean waves with dynamic swells that rise and fall over time. It can feel calm and meditative, or stormy and unpredictable, depending on your settings. Each algorithm interacts differently with the texture, size, and decay controls, so you can go from subtle support to fully immersive soundscapes. One really important part of the Limbo is the LED. Now this isn't just a status light, this is the control hub of the pedal, so let's have a look at what the colours mean. White means freeze and infinity mode is active. Blue means freeze and infinity is being triggered. If the LED is orange, ramp mode is active. If it's violet, ramp mode is triggered. You can also use the LED button to toggle between freeze and infinity and ramp. Save a snap set, a stored set of parameters you can fade to, and even adjust hidden parameters like pre-delay, ramp attack, and ramp release by holding the button while turning a knob. It may seem a little complicated at first, but once you understand the color codes, it makes navigating the pedal really easy. Now let's look at some of the creative modes like infinity, freeze, and ramp. With freeze, you can capture a chord or note and hold it as a pad. With infinity, you can keep layering your live signal into a constantly evolving texture. The ramp function lets you fade smoothly between your current settings and a stored snap set. You can set the speed and feel with the attack and release controls, and it works in momentary or latched mode. It's a super expressive tool for bringing movement into your sound. As far as I/O and connectivity goes, you've got stereo inputs and outputs with options for mono, true stereo, or wet-dry separation. There's also a control jack for an expression pedal or external foot switch, giving you hands-free access to ramp or freeze. It runs on standard 9V DC power at 250 milliamps. So as you can see and hear, Limbo is more than just your standard reverb pedal. It's a sound design tool and a performance instrument in its own right. With the different reverb modes and all of the options for expression, Limbo can go from subtle ambience all the way through to the huge lush soundscapes and everything in between. Check out the other pedals in the Bloom Infinity series. We've got videos on each and every one of them. Go and have a listen. Let us know which one's your favourite. In the meantime, thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.